Squad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody today? Let's check to make sure the notification went out and the sound is working. And then I'll get into what we're doing today. Let's see. And let's see here. Okay, there it is. I was like, wait a minute, it wasn't showing that the notification it went out. And I think the sound is working. Because TV's muted, woman. And I think the sound is working. Okay. Hey, Sandy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go. Minor technical difficulties this afternoon, y'all. So, I'm working on Sesame Street Friends from DAC. I am doing this for a couple different events. I'm doing this for Retro Cult Classic, because what's more classic and retro than Sesame Street? Big Bird, Oscar, Elmo, Cookie, Grover, Abby Cadabby. She's pretty new. She was at it a couple years ago, I believe. I'm doing this for Palentine's because I've made a lot of friendships over the years of growing up watching Sesame Street. Plus, I'm a Biggie Bird fan. I'm doing this for Love is in the Air because I love my friends and Big Bird's my friend. And I'm doing this for Familiars in February because I have a connection with Biggie Bird. So I'm going to start from the top down on this one. This is a 40.9 by 32.8. So it's pretty much it's like a snacky size to be, let's put my cover minder thingy on here. Because I use this to hold my tray and my canvas when I'm doing a lot of color blocking. So I'm just going to pull off these top little ones here into this top little strip first. And then we'll move down into that section. The neat thing about this canvas is all the yellow in Big Bird is ABs. There are two ABs in this kit. It's a yellow and an orange. All the yellow in Big Bird is AB. Elmo's nose is AB because it's orange. And then there's two ABs in Abby's hair. And then the cookie and the cookie crumbs on Cookie Monster are ABs as well. Oops. I'll go ahead and do number 13. That's all that blue background. Let's see how staticky these are today, because when I kitted this up, these were Static City. It seems like the dryer sheets might have done their good job. I'm telling you, these drills are sparkly. Okay. So I know the symbol I'm doing, so I think I'm going to turn this on its side. This. Start working this from here up. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. So let me raise you guys up some more. Okay. See, I'm still working with getting this to go the way I want it to. All right, well, let's start down here in the corner. I think I'm going to use this one today. So what is everybody working on for February? I'm also still working on my Ticket to Ride. I'm just taking a break from him for today. Because actually this is around, so this probably won't take me, depending on how much I feel like working on it. I can usually do this size canvas in a couple days to a week. But since there are, I believe, 4. Oh, cool, Sandy. Yeah, that sounds like that's gonna be pretty. I think there's 4 Thursdays in this month, so I actually have this broke down that I'll do this section, and I'll do the first. Probably do this first section over here, Big Bird, and that way I'll have a section a week for the month. Because technically, I could probably sit here if I wanted, and I could finish this one tonight if I want. Because there is very little color blocking in this canvas. This canvas is mostly color blocking, so there is very little confetti, and the little bit of confetti that there is an Abby Cadaby. So. Abby Cadaby is the only colorful confetti that is in this canvas. So I'm like, that's why I gotta pace myself with this one. Because if not, I can, like I say, I can have this one finished in a day. I got a gift in the mail today. I'm going to do a video on that. It is a belated birthday present from a DP friend. I'm excited about that. Let's see what else. There should have been a time-lapse video that went up yesterday of coloring. For the month of February, it's just the coloring is going to be time-lapses instead of the live streaming, just because I'm working 2 canvases. What event is that? Are you doing that for, Sandy? Cause see, I don't own any of the Pink Gems minis. I don't own any of those little Pink Gems. I think they're beautiful though. I've seen some really pretty sets, but they're just not in my budget. Uh, they're not in my budget. Oh, see, I didn't even know about that. I didn't know that was even an event. Let's see. For February, I'm doing Ticket to Ride still because that's basically almost a 3 month event. Um, Palantine, Love is in the Air, Retro Cult Classic, and Familiars in February. Oh, and Diamond Grandma's it's Barn Life. Um, I'm actually going to do a coloring page for that one, I think. Um, Instead of pulling out another canvas. But then again, with me, you never know. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that event. I am telling you, these drills have got some shine to them. They are really sparkly and picking up the light. What, Mom? Oh. Mom was talking to Kitty. I'm not sure what she was saying. Oh, yeah. These cats do not like. Me and Mom could just rearrange our desks. Just reorganize our desks, so it works. Workflow is better and everything. And our two cats get so out of sorts. They don't like change of any kind. And they're going to be so upset with me and Mom tomorrow because me and Mom were gone for a while yesterday because we had some errands we had to run. And we got errands to run tomorrow. And yeah, they don't like to be left and they don't like change. Oh, I did. You don't have to actually finish, but last year I did a 40 by 50 um, canvas for Ticket to Ride. I did John Wayne. This year I actually stepped up because I had one that I won from Love and Sparkles when I won the Witch Goddess of the Grand Prize. And it's the King's Path from DAC. And I love my Lion King. I've always loved the Lion King. And I love lions and tigers and all those exotic animals. Um, so I decided I was just going to work on that. But I also for the month of January, I was able to tie it into 3 other events besides Ticket to Ride. So, and I didn't have to have any finishes. So, uh, I still got 2 squares left to do on my one from Break the Silence. I made a joke that yeah, I'll have it finished by Break the Silence this year. Um, which I actually hope to have it finished. I may work on it this weekend, just to get it finished and get her put up on the wall. I think now that I've gotten I got to do one thing on that corner over there in my corner, and take the old corkboard down, and I'll be ready to put pictures up on the wall. So, but yeah, but I'm just working at my own pace. Last year I entered a lot of events, and I was pushing myself to get canvases done by certain times, and it wasn't the people hosting the event or anything to do with the people in the event or anything like that. It was a me thing, and I really stressed myself out to the point it started feeling like I was yeah, squares. I'm still learning squares. I'm good rounds. I fly with rounds. The two canvases that I still have over here that I'm working on, the one for Ticket to Ride, King's Path, and then We're All Mad Here. They're both squares. I'm getting better. I'm getting faster at placing them, but yeah, it's still a learning curve. But it was the same way when I first started with rounds. It was a learning curve. And once you get in a groove and you get how it works for you, then it just becomes like muscle memory, and it's like, um, but yeah, I still have a little issues with placing squares right now, but I've gotten better with the multi-placing with it, because when I first started, I was just single placing them. Um, and then I started with a two placer, and gradually worked up to the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6. So now I'm able to place with the 5 and the 6 with squares. With rounds, I stick around a 5 or a 6 placer for the multi placer, but I can occasionally use a 7 placer. So I'm still learning with working with higher numbers on the multi placers, for both rounds and squares. But my sweet spot though for multi placers is a 4 or a 5. I like a 4 or a 5. Yeah, it took me a little while to feel comfortable using a multi-placer on squares. Because and I'm starting, and I used to work crashly size squares, is what I call them. I used to work this when I first started out. This was the size I would do. I would do one of these, at a time. I've now worked up to where I use, these are 4x6 size release papers, and I use, I do 6x6 size squares now. So the only reason that they're doing this little strip first is because the way I sectioned this out, I just had that little strip, but I've got this sectioned out into 6x6 size sections. You use the 4x6, yeah. Yeah, depending on the painting, is usually 30 by 30. I could section that out into 4 6x6 sections. A 30 by 40, I usually get 4. Is it 4? 4? Yeah. It's usually, I believe, 4 or 4 to 6 4x6 6x6s. Sandy, I am not 100% sure on that. I don't think so, because the release papers that I use, to me, they kind of feel almost like a parchment type paper. But I don't know. I'm not even sure who to ask about on that. Yeah, I'm curious about that now myself. But I'm not 100% sure on that one, Sandy. Because I do know that some of the release papers you get kind of have a waxy feel to them. I have some that do, but I don't really use them. Yeah. So it's these kind of, I don't know, they kind of have like a, or these remind me of, when you get sticker paper, these kind of remind me of when you peel stickers off of the sticker paper. When you get the sticker paper you can print. And I just put stickers on those. That was back when I was using stickers to make it look pretty. Yeah, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I guess you could try, you could do that. Yeah. I tried maybe on a canvas that, if you've got like an old budget friendly one laying around, that you're not, if it gets messed up, you're not going to be upset. But yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about. Because if it does, that's, you can get a box of that pretty inexpensive. Yeah, I've heard people say they use the backing of sticker paper. That works. So. You can get a pack of printable sticker paper inexpensive, pretty much. And then you could actually cut the backing into the sizes that you would want, you know. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never thought about that. Some, you know, if you got any overlapping, yeah. Yeah, because then it would be very easy if it doesn't work for you, you know, to get that off of your canvas without it affecting your picture. I love my Nixie tray. This is my favorite go-to tray. I have a couple different trays from Nix, but the Cyan Waters, that's my go-to tray. Not to mention it also has Mutters on it, and it has the matching cover minder. This is my go-to. I love this tray. I may have to flip this canvas a little bit just to work on the other end. Not to mention, I'm also using Nix's um, the cupcake, the cupcake putty. I can't remember the name of it. Uh, Cupcake Supreme. I'm using that in my pin. I love her putties. I mean, I have putties from other people, but I tend to gravitate to Nix's putties the most. I've actually been using this for almost 2 months now. Yeah, I have those. I know that what you're talking about, the priority. Yeah, I see. I have some address labels, but I don't know if that would work or not. But yeah, I have the priority labels too. I know what you're talking about, and that's just not where I didn't want it to go, but I will with it. Oh, here. Yeah, I had some of those as well. Um, so yeah, I mean they're only one side. You can only use the one side, but you'd have to make sure you mark it so you know which side's which. But yeah, that would they would probably work. I I just put the putty in there and it seemed, you know, I top it up when it's not sticky anymore. You know, I take my finger and I'll rub across it, and I get more life out of it, or take it out and re-put it, you know, re-smush it, and put it back in. But it works perfect for me. Um, but see, it also depends on your area too. I know that some people say they have issues with putty being stringy and all that. But it also depends on the humidity and the temperatures and stuff in your area. Yeah, I'd be the one to forget to put a mark on there of, you know, that what side doesn't go down. Uh, yeah, that would just be me. But yeah, I don't have any problems with putty. I kind of like putty over wax. And I mean, I have some waxes. I have some sticky waxes and stuff like that. Now, in the summer, I don't know how it's going to be, um, because we can get some crazy heat here in Maryland. So I may have. I know last summer I mostly used a lot of wax, just because of the heat. It made the putty stringy. No matter if I had the AC on, if I put it in the fridge, or you know, um, it was just really humid and everything last year. So putties will all depend on your area too, on how well they work for you. Um, the weather can really affect them. I wonder if Joanna is going live at 5 today. I wonder how she's feeling. I know she's been under the weather. Um, so I'm not seeing if she's going live today or not. But so, I don't think it is, Sandy, tell you the truth. I know the wax that we get in our kits is you can't melt it. I've tried. Um, but I know that I have I have some waxes from Bliss is it where are they? I have some wax. I can't remember who they're from. But I know that once it gets to a point where I couldn't get it, scrape it out of the tin. I could hit it with my heat gun and it would melt. So, but I think it's mixed with other stuff. Um, I do know that I've heard some people say that they make theirs out of they make diamond painting wax out of beeswax. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Um, I do know that there are YouTube videos out there on how to make it. Um, so I know that the one woman used tree resin in with hers, um, and I think she used beeswax, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it does remind me kind of the because I have like where is that little dude? Where is that? So I have this little he's just a little unicorn head. And he does remind me of like a wax melt or like a wax candle melt. So I think taking it maybe, maybe it is made with that kind of wax. Yeah, yeah. There's got to be DIY videos out there that could, you know. Um, I'm just not that crafty with that type of stuff. So yeah. I tried candle making once, and yeah, no. Uh, it just, yeah, I'm like, no, this is not me. And see, that's the thing about YouTube too. We can find, when we have these questions and stuff, we can, type that in the search box and see what pops up, and you know, 9 times out of 10, there is a video out there somewhere on it. So let me. Of course not. Ooh. Tap that in. This canvas. This other side. Do the blue on the other side now. And then I just got the cloud to do. And a little bit right there. Oh, Vicky Bird. And what the hell? I don't know, but whatever that was a rumbly away. I I got hooked on it. I used to do resin and polymer clay. Um, Mom's got all my polymer clay because she wants to make her some beads and charms and things for some of her crafts that she does. And when I first started my YouTube channel, I was doing product testing. And I got sent 3 diamond paintings. One was a skull with butterflies, which I still have him, and a skull with flames, I still have it. I had to do those. I did those. And there was a third one that was just sent for free. It was a deer with flowers. Well, I never did the deer. I just threw it in a box. And when J-Rob and Tima and Tia were doing blinging in the new year last year before last year. No, year before last. All right, it wasn't blinging in the new year. It was I Am Enough. I was doing some polymer clay work, and I had to go look for something, and I found that diamond painting, and I'm like, let me try it again. I've been hooked ever since. Hooked ever since. And I was looking in my Gems Flow app with all the off-canvas projects and canvases I've done since I started diamond painting. I've done over 60 canvases in off-canvas projects. And that's counting the 3 that got me started. But it's funny how you can, a hobby just grabs you like that, though. Um, and it's fun. I love, to see it. And I've always loved coloring. So I'm back into that again as well. But I've always loved coloring. I actually got a set of alcohol markers, and then Mom bought me a set as an early birthday present. Um, and those are my favorites. They're just Amazon. They're called Digger Fun. Um, I love those markers. It's funny how you can get into a hobby, and it's like that hobby consumes you after a while. It's like you eat, sleep, and the thing is, I'll be out somewhere. Me and Mom will be out at a restaurant or just out somewhere, and I'll see a picture, and I'll be like, that would make a nice diamond painting. And I'll be sitting there like, oh, I could bling that, bling this, bling that. You know, it's like, the hobby goes with me when I go places. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I used to use color pencil and all, but I gave those to Mom. I'm just sticking with my. Uh, I have a few watercolor markers, some paint markers, my Sharpies, and my alcohol markers and my gel pens. But for right now, for the month of February, my coloring is going to be mostly just during do it as a time lapse video, because where I'm working 2 different canvases for the month of February. um, I want to give them each their own day. So um, this canvas has Thursdays, and my King's Path is I work on him on Tuesdays in lives. Um, oh wow! Yeah, I have a lot of coloring pages that I've printed over the years, coloring books that mom has got me over the years. I've earned some Amazon gift cards that I've gotten some books for myself to do. So it's just another little side fun hobby to do. So. I normally, when I do a time lapse, I set the computer up, um, and because my PC monitor for my desktop went up, so I've hooked my desktop to my big screen TV, which I pretty much only used that for filming time lapse videos or in editing, pretty much anyway. And when I have to pay some bills online, I use the desktop. But so I have my Chromebook and I have my tablet set up like I do right now. So my overhead camera is my tablet and my Chromebook is my main camera. So I'll just, set that up, go and set it up to a time lapse, and just sit here and listen to TV most of the time. Me and Mom have been into watching Mama's Family on CMT. Um, I forgot how hilarious that show was. So I usually just put the TV on and I mute my sounds and my mics, and film my time lapses. I actually need to start doing some 30 by 30 diamond painting time lapses too. I have a ton of 30 by 30s. I do have a video I need to film, it's kind of an unbagging type video, unboxing, whatever you want to call it, um, of a gift I just got in the mail today, um, that I'm excited about. Um, it's going to really come in handy. I have Facebook Messenger. Nightbot should have posted that. I have my Facebook group. I think I don't. Yeah, but I do have Facebook Messenger. Yeah, Nightbot should have posted all my links. If not, they are in the description of videos or in my about section. That's gonna just bug me that there is a gap there. See, I normally don't use the straightener because I'm like, if I get them 99.9% on the space they're supposed to be, I'm happy with that. I don't have to have them perfectly straight because I have come to the conclusion it doesn't matter how perfect your drills are. There's always going to be that one little drill that is a little bit off from the other one. Okay, Sandy. Yeah. Um, I have my Facebook, but most of the time, I only post for my YouTube stuff. I mean, I do post some to family and stuff, but I've gotten to the point I don't really, I mean, I'm on my Facebook, but I'm not on my Facebook a lot. But I always answer my messenger back. Think I'm actually going to change um, the 5200 in the eyes of the characters and for 5200 ABs. Um, yeah, I know. You think that you'd be able to. You can't even do that in a YouTube live either. You can't post pictures. I mean, a Facebook live. Shoot. But you think they would have that feature? We could do that. I thought you could post anything you want on the Facebook group as well, Sandy. I have an actual Facebook group page. Feel free to post any of your artwork there if you want, or any interesting links or to like any products or anything that you think people might like or you found cool or whatever, or any YouTube videos that you think are cool or whatever. I don't mind that. It's hard to believe I've not even been live an hour and I am almost finished the blue on this section. Yeah, it would be nice if we could post stuff like that in live stream chats. That would be really cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you feel free to post any of that on the Facebook group page. I don't have a lot of people in there, but I think I have like 70 some people. I think in the Facebook group. I gotta actually check that. I haven't checked that in a while. That was something else I tried was making bath bombs. That was another epic fail. Oh, 47? What? Oh, that was the Facebook page. Never mind. I'm like, I knew I had 70 something somewhere. Okay, that was the Facebook page. And for some reason, that was my Crafts Plus More page. And for some reason, Facebook has locked me out of that page. Um, I don't know. Oh, do you? Yeah, I love bath salts. I've had there's a lavender one someone gave me one year for a present, and I don't even remember where they were from. And I had one that uh, had a real fruity smell to it. I cried when I ran out of them because I didn't I didn't talk to that person that gave them to me anymore, and so I didn't know where they came from and all that. Oh, I know what you meant, Sandy. Yeah, gotta love the typos. To what, Mama? Oh, whatever you need to do. Mom's actually. Mom's rearranging some of her stuff, and I know she's got a cat that's probably really hatefully mad at her right now because they don't like change. So that is. Oh yeah, I bet you those smell really good. Yeah, that's what gets me about buying, bath salts and stuff in the stores because if it, I look for the ones that say natural on them because you don't know what all those chemicals are that the people are using and stuff. And, yeah, I see there's still a little stank in these drawers. This is a beautiful kit, but kitting this up the other day, oh my God, was this static bad. I mean, it's still a little, but it's not as bad as when I kitted it up. Let's do this cloud in the corner here. And then we got the cloud in the other corner. And a little bit here on Big Bird. And this top section will be done, and then I'll move down into this other section. That's what is scary about buying bath care products anymore. Is you know you gotta be careful if you have skin issues, and you know um, I found that out. It was a body spray that came from Dollar Tree, and I loved the smell of it, but it broke my skin out. And it was just that one. I mean, it was that 1 cent in. they have another, the same line of products. There was another scent that that I was able to use. It's just that one scent. And there I go, knocking things all over the place. Leave it to me. Well, gee, mini Christmas. Alright, so we put the cloud in this corner. I just use binder clips to keep my canvas in place where I want it. Alright, and then we'll finish off Big Bird's feathers coming out of the top of his head in a minute. And then this top section will be done. Oh wow, Sandy. I wouldn't be able to keep that all straight. I don't know, I don't know. For some reason I'm able to keep all my canvases straight, but I don't think 40, I couldn't keep 40 mica powders straight. Which Mom's got probably over, when I give her all the polymer clay stuff, I gave her all my mica powders as well. No. I'm just saying. So there's duplicates of colors, but there's probably over 200 little pots of mica. So she's got, and the thing is with mica powder, a little of that goes a long way. So she's got enough mica powder to last her forever. Okay, Sandy. Yeah, I'll catch you. Let's see who's. Yeah, I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow in Nix's live, because that'll probably be the next live I'll see you in. Have a good day. Oh yeah, it's really easy to forget about those. Sometimes I think we purposely block out that we have appointments because we don't want to go to them. Yeah. I've missed Nix. I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she had a good vacation though. It was well deserved. We all need that vacation, even if it's just a staycation. You don't go nowhere, you stay at home, but we need that time. That's why I've gone to only doing lives 2 days a week. Yeah, I'm still working on stuff um, all through the week, but um, I'm limiting my my social media. Um, you know. All right, Sandy, have a good day. Yeah, so I mean, I take those down times as well. Um, I also take in those down times. Yeah, I'm still working, but it's like behind the scenes work. It's like just because as you can see, I've changed my name of my channel a little bit. I dropped world and added crafting um, instead. I think it fits a little bit better because basically that's what I do on the channel is craft. So, um, and my channel's still crazy, so and I'm crazy, so that we'll leave the word crazy there. And Muttnuts, that's a name that ain't going nowhere. Um, that's a very special name to me, given to me by a very special friend who is no longer with us. Um, so it's like my way of keeping him with us. Um, so I do need to update the channel art. I do need to um, update some thumbnails because I changed, like I say, I changed the live stream name as well. I just got it as Gems and Gossips WIP Chat. Um, so um, it could be coloring, I could be diamond painting. Um, so that fits anywhere with the things that I'm doing on the channel now, which is basically just diamond painting and coloring. Um, I'm not adding no other craft. Um, these are the ones that um, I'm passionate about and I'm sticking with. Um, the ones that have my heart. Once I get this section done here, I'll be able to turn this the other way and we'll finish Big Bird's head and then we'll start on this big section of Big Bird here and part of Oscar. Okay, see this white is going to drive me insane because still has a little static in it. I think what I need to do, I think the static is coming from my desk, to tell you the truth. I really think I need to get some static guard spray and spray my desk. I don't know. I'm just, it's the only other idea I can think of. Because these are jumping like freaking Mexican jumping beans. I normally do not have static issues. And these have been sitting, what, 2, 3 days with um, dryer sheets in there? So that's what I'm not kidding. I just don't. I just don't get that. Alright, so let's try this through. And we'll finish this section right here. Over a minute. Wait for that. Yeah. Alright, so since I'm going to be doing this section here, I'm going to go ahead and pull this section off and do those two colors while I do this section here. Alright, let's go with the 310, which is the outline of everybody. So I shouldn't need no more than just one. I know it's not. I moved this time. So, let's see, I need to readjust this cover sheet just a little bit. Down. That way I'm working straight across. So. So now we're working on some of the characters themselves. Like I say, Big Bird is all of his yellow is AB. All the yellow in this whole canvas is AB. And then all the orange in the canvas is AB as well. That ought to be nice and sparkly. I grew up on Sesame Street. And I admit I'm 46, and if I get the chance, I still to this day watch Sesame Street. The thing I loved the most about Sesame Street growing up, and even today, they work real world issues into the show. I can remember when the actor who played Mr. Hooper died in real life. They actually worked that into the show. And, they worked with Linda being deaf and people with other disabilities. And they even worked in, you know, um, people being blended families and, um, the difference, that it's okay to, your parents aren't together, they worked in those type of issues. And yeah, it's a really, and children really learn from Sesame Street too. So it's one of those shows you can let your child watch, and that it's not nothing that, um, it's not one of those type of cartoons or TV shows that, they ain't going to learn from. Um, and it's something fun for them to watch, and not, they can, and they're learning at the same time. It's a show they can enjoy and learn from without knowing that they're learning from it. It was the same with like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and 321 Contact and In Between the Lions and Reading Rainbow. Oh, I love me some Reading Rainbow. I loved that show to death. You know, uh, Schoolhouse Rock and the Magic School Bus, Gullah Gullah Island. Those type of shows. They're all PBS, but some of those are Disney and Nickelodeon and all that as well. But those type of shows, kids really they learn from the characters doing things, but it makes it fun for them to learn. They actually want to sit there and watch it, and you know. Guys need to relax. So, But yeah, so. Oscar's face is starting to take shape here. Sorry if I go quiet, guys. I really don't have a lot to say today, but I try to keep. Put my live streams out to do. I try to do at least a 2 hour live. Um, I mean, some days I may do longer. Some days it may be shorter. But I try to at least do anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. Um, that way it puts me, keeps me out there in the algorithm as well. And I know that, yeah, not a lot of people may show up to my lives. I may be the only one sitting in my live. But I'm also at the point that, you know, I'm not afraid to sit here and talk to myself, or talk and just. But also, can be treated like a ASMR too. Um, you know, with all the sounds going on and stuff. There are some people that like those type of streams. They like to just hear the natural noises going on, and you know. Which I do have a fan running in the background, which is sitting right behind the um, Chromebook. So I don't know if the background noise cancellation is canceling that out. So I don't know if y'all hear that or not, or how that sound is coming through. Oscar's face is coming out, so as you can see. We're starting to do the outline of Big Birds over here. That's what shocks me with Big Bird right here. I just noticed they didn't do his beak orange. I would have done his beak in orange. I mean, I could change it if I wanted, but I'm going to leave it where it's charted. The only thing I'm changing on here is I am actually changing their eyes. Their eyes are 5200, but I'm just going to change. It's going to still be 5200, but instead of just the plain 5200, I'm going to put in 5200 AB. I was thinking glow in the dark, but that would just be a little creepy, I think. When I turned out the lights and I put this on because this is going up on my wall, I think that would be a little creepy to turn the lights off and see their eyes. I feel like somebody was watching me. That would just be so weird. That would be weird. I hate when I get something on canvas. But anywho, no, this is coming along really cute. I just realized I need to fix that. Well, that one's a little off. Let me fix that before I continue. Just better. It's just getting that to line up. I want to line up. Welcome in the manual. It's not a drawing. It is what's called a diamond painting. I don't know if you are familiar with that. It's actually not a drawing. It's a picture that is printed on a canvas, and then there is a glue put over top of it. And we put these tiny little beads, either round, square, or special drills. We have different, depending on the canvas. We follow a key code, and we lay them on whatever specified symbol. So that is all of that now. As you can see, that I've outlined that, you can start to see the characters jumping out of the canvas. Let's go ahead and switch trees. And I will also switch pins as well, because I'm going to be doing ABs, and I don't use putty for ABs. Change the eyes from 5200 to 5200 ABs, just to give the eyes a little more up. That's putty in it. I use wax over putty when placing ABs. I use this is the purple wax. It also comes in pink. I've seen it in white. I've seen it in blue. Um, it just tends to not grip the AB and pull the coating off, which in AB stands for Aurora Borealis, which, of course, Northern Lights. It just catches the light a little bit differently than the normal drills. Gives a little bit more of a pop. Actually, a little too much. There we go. That's Feel free to ask any questions you may have, and I will answer them to the best of my ability, or I will direct you to someone I know that can answer those. Because the diamond painting community, that's the thing. If one of us doesn't know the answer, pretty sure someone in the community um, can help answer the question. It's really going to make their eyes pop. That's really, I'm looking at that in the camera, and yeah, that's really making their eyes pop. So, there, there. Now we're going to still keep the same container for my bees, but we're going to move to the yellow for Big Bird. Pull the just trash out. And I still see another issue with static. Okay, that. Two of these drills do not belong. I don't know where these came from. Okay. They're just trash drills. Okay, yeah, I need to put this in bigger. It's not. It's more salt. So let's go here. Sometimes I can use the smaller one, and other times I have to use the bigger tray. A lot of times I like using the shrimp boats for my ABs. I don't know why. It's just a meat preference, I guess. Alright. I think this is a. This is I mean, I'm good with it, using a 6 placer, but my sweet spots are the 4 and the 5. Um, for some reason, I love using the 4 and the 5 over um, the other placers. But I want to learn, and I have a canvas I can play around with and learn one. Um, I want to learn how to use the other placers as well. The bigger placers. Especially for like a canvas like this, where it's a lot of color blocking. Um, knowing how to use a bigger multi-placer would really come in handy. Welcome back to my other camera. I don't know why you do that from time to time. It's funny. It's coming out really cold. see, that's the thing about canvases too. We can, once we buy these canvases or we're gifted these canvases, these are our canvases. So we can change anything we want on them and make them ours. You know, make it our how we want it or we like it, or we can chart it the way it's charted. You know? And that's the thing, we all lay our drills differently too. So the way that I lay mine might not be the way somebody lays theirs. I know there's people out there that, you know, they want their drills perfectly straight. Me, as long as they're 99.9% straight, it don't bug me. Some people do the checkerboard method, for that. Um, some people use those rollers, but my thing with the roller is, as you get moving up the painting, how do you? Yeah, it's just that those rollers baffle me. Now the rollers that team up and then are making, those are cool. Those are for making sure you get your sides, your first row and your corners all straight. Those are cool. I like those. Um, that would be really, I might have to invest in one of those. Okay, how to square get in my rounds? Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm quiet, y'all. I tend to sometimes zone out when I'm diamond painting. I don't know if others do, but even when I'm coloring, I'll tend to zone out as well. Um, just, just enjoy the process. So I got about an hour left that I can do, or at least an hour, half an hour to an hour. Because I'm not sure if Color and Chat with Joanna is live today at 5. I know she has been under the weather, and I hope that she is doing better. She lives not far from me, and we've had some really crazy, whacked out weather that the crud is going around. Um, as we like to call it here on the Delmarva Peninsula, or the DMV, as it's well known. We call it the creeping crud. Our state police helicopter. That's Troop 4. Not sure which part of it flew, but that was Troop 4. No, I know that. I'm just saying it sounded like it went like over a rubber set. What yellow folder? I didn't ask you to look for no yellow folder. It's not yellow. Mom, it should, it doesn't, that's not what we were looking for, the lease. But I don't need it because it's not, it says you only need a copy if it changed. But it's good to know where it's at because my birth certificate is in there, and I'm going to need that when we go to get my ID. But that's not till we're going to talk to her about that, because I got to figure out when she can do it and round when I could schedule an appointment. God forbid, DMV now, you got to schedule an appointment to go to them. Can't just walk in anymore. Hi, sissy. Yeah, I can't believe it's February already. I'm like, where the heck did that what month of January go? It's like the daggone months fly by now. How are you and Molly Mae, sissy? Nail. She's like, I want to go out and exercise. I'm going to go run, run, run. Oh, so she got her a friend. She's like, I want to go play with my friend. New friend. I hate when the wax. Sissy, I will be right back. I need to step away a minute. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a minute. Oh, good. I'm back. I'm back. So we're almost finished Big Bird on this section for the day. Then I'll move down here and we'll work on Oscar. Top part of his face. Then we have the cloud and the background to do. And then this section will be done for this week. And then, let's see, I have 4 more lives this week, or this month. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, so one of these next lives will work on 2 sections. Like we did today. Well, actually, probably worked on 3 sections today because would have been divided into 3s. So that's it for the ABs today, because I won't be using the other AB today because I'm not doing down here, here, and then the rest of Big Bird will be yellow. The yellow ABs as well. Abby Cadabby she has 2 yellow ABs in her hair, but I may actually change those to a crystal, maybe. I may change those. Right, let's work on Oscar. We'll do his green. So, if you're watching this on #replay, leave it in the chat in the chat down below. But if you're here, who is your favorite Sesame Street character? Mine is Big Bird. I've always been a Big Bird fan. I don't know what it is about that big yellow bird, but I love me some Big Bird. This is 5. Yep, so I am a Big Bird girl. I mean, I like the other characters too, don't get me wrong. But if I had to pick a fave, it's going to be Big Bird. Hands down. Or as Oscar called him, a big turkey. Oscar always called him a big turkey. And also feel free, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you watch this on #replay. Now make sure you tag it as hashtag replay and leave me a comment. I'm forever humming the tune for this show. You see Oscar's starting to pop out. The camera's actually not picking up the green on the it's printed on the canvas like it's the green that it is. But this being, like I said, a lot of color blocking, I'm really flying through these sections. There's the green for that part of Oscar. We still have more Oscar down below here to do. But that won't be for probably another, not next week's live stream, but the week after. Live stream. Now we gotta finish Oscar's eyes and brows. That's 7. I notice there's some darker colors in here that I don't think we're supposed to be in this. But anyway. Which is easy to pick around these darker colors that are in here. Because technically, let's see, there are no other 7s in the canvas, so just in Oscar's eyes. So it's easy to pick around. Why aren't you sticking this? I hate when single placer does not want to release the drill. There we go. there we go. Chop pot and Oscar done. So now we got the blue in the sky and the cloud. So I am actually going to flip this canvas around because I know these two symbols, so they don't have to be the right way. That. We're going to check that. So now we'll be working here. Put my canvas in place so it doesn't slide on me. Here. There. Now let's go ahead and do the cloud. Actually, try to get some of the static out of these because these white drawers have had some static. How old is he again, sis? And has he been fixed? Because this is the time of year when male cats take off after females. probably going to be here another maybe 10 minutes, guys. I don't know. I didn't. Let me see. Did I get a notification? Joanna. No. Let me see, guys. Oh, that's fine, Mama. Let me just do a little check real quick, guys. Let's see. Okay, so she's not live. Okay, she's not going live today. Okay, she's still not feeling good. Okay, so we will finish this off camera today. Then. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to overstep her live stream. Joanna, if you're watching or you watch this on the hashtag replay, I hope you get better soon. Yeah, that creeping crud is going around the DMV. And Joanna will know what I mean by DMV. Sorry for those that don't understand what DMV stands for. It's a Maryland, Delaware, Virginia thing. If you're from here or grew up here, you know, or you've visited here, you know, off and on, you know, all your life, then yeah, you understand. Oh yeah, get all your duckies in a row. Shoot, my ducks ain't even in a row. I don't even know where half of my ducks are half the time. A lot of time my ducks are missing in action. I can't even get them in a row. You know, and when I get ready to do this blue, guys, I may try using a bigger multi-person. I might try to step it up to a bigger one. I might go up to the 8 or the 9. Don't think I'm quite ready for the 10 yet. Because that's my biggest multi-placer I own is in the middle placers is a 10. Might go from single placer all the way to the 10 placer. They were a set that was gifted to me. But I'll probably try it in a different pin. Probably won't do it in this pin. Just because this is like my favorite go-to pin right now. It's my one I won from the Witch Goddess event. It is a lava pin. So this is also a stress relieving toy at the same time for me, because I will just sit here and just twirl it back and forth and watch the stuff fall. I love it. It's so fun. The things that amuse me. It's like I have a fidget spinner cover minder also from Dawn Marie and I got that up. I have all my cover minders now up on the wall. I have a magnetic whiteboard to throw on. So they are all up there. So now I get to see them all the time. They're not, I had them in a box, special box, until I got my room the way I want it. My desk area, my diamond painting desk area. Normally, I don't use a straight rubber. Let's just get them on there. Yeah. Thank you. Like I say, normally I don't care if my drills aren't straight, but that gap was just bugging me. Yeah, there was too big of a gap right there, so I had to fix that. But I've come to the conclusion you can't actually get these things perfectly straight. I don't care how hard you try. You're still gonna have a bit of a gap with, I know, especially with rounds. With squares, yeah, they fit a little more snugger. If that's a word, snugger. In my world, snugger is a word. But even I've noticed, even with squares, there's still a little gap. And I hate when I get one that flips upside down because then it throws all of my other ones out of balance. Do it, Mama. Oh my goodness. I was looking for over there. Ah, you forgot where you put them, huh? Don't tell your cat that one. She'd be mad. Like, Mommy, it's time to get that bed straight. I'm ready for my nap. One of the millions she takes a day. She's so cute, though, Mom's cat. She's a mess. She is. She is an utter mess. So is mine. Mine's more the neurotic mess. But well, like me and Mom said, we love them. We wouldn't trade them for the world. That didn't sound good. Yikes. What? And we already have that stuff storage. Yeah, I know. We eventually need to get you one of these stands like I got in here. You could probably put one or two of them in your room and no, one would probably go behind the door. Because you can get them where they're not as long as this one. You can get them where they're the same height, a little bit smaller, and then one this height would probably go on one of your side walls. Okay, so we got the cloud done, y'all. You can't, I don't know if you can, where is my, so, as you can see, we got this whole up here done, all of this part of Big Bird, this right here, and this part of Oscar, and the cloud. So we still got this blue background to get done here, and then this will be done for the week. Up in the next live on Tuesday, I'll work on. I will be working on a King's Path. So, what? Oh, I know. Yeah, it's a bitch. Yeah, it does. All right, so let's move up to a different place here. I'll just leave it in this pin. I think I want to put putty in it. This is the 8 and the 9 placer. Let's put some putty in this, and I actually have some that I mixed. But still, it's just I'll find it in a minute here. I'm over to Museum Quake Hold Putty, and I just mixed mica powder into it, some of it, but I don't want so much mica powder. Just want some of the plain. So I do. I will just sacrifice part of Garfield's. I need a piece to flatten it out on. I'll just do this, hold it. And I have a wooden brayer. So what I'll do is I'll put the putty on the piece of release paper, roll it out, and then you can out. Take a chunk of the putty, flatten it. Flatten it a little bit here. Just so it's flat enough that, like that. And then we'll take the multi-placers, stab the putty. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Get it. Twist it a little bit. And I just usually get it off. Make sure I get it. Push this down. And the thing with putty is you might not think you have enough in your eraser, but most of the time you do. Just stretch it out. Always put more in. You can always take out too as well. Not too much. That. One more time. Don't think that's enough. That should. Now I'll just press down. That, and that also squishes out. If it's too much, it squishes out the sides. Just peel it off. And we'll do the same thing. Line placer. See, I hate when it does that. Re-roll that out. Flatten it. Sticks. so soft. Smushy, 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 smushy. Make sure it's down. One more time. Take that off. Oop, I hate when I do that. And then we'll just put that back in the container. Lid on. Some paper. It's handy. Just set that back there. Okay, so now I have my multi-placers loaded. I have an 8 and a 9. Because this is all color blocking, and I need to practice with the bigger multi-placers anyway. Alright, so we'll just go with this one right now. We'll go 1. I better put you in there because there is a lot to cover. Okay, that was crazy. They just jumped everywhere out of the tray. What is up with this? Damn. Little trick. Hot air. So we're going to try the 8 placer. And this is a 3D printed pin. I got this in my box from when I won the Witch Goddess, but I cannot remember where this came from. I'd have to look in my stuff, but actually, this pin is so light. It's so good on your hand. So, oh, okay. So that works. Yeah. Okay. Let me go. Okay. So I'll make quick work of this canvas now that I know I can. I'm okay with the 8 placer now. Okay, I can still. So like I do with my other placers, I'm able to pick up just the amount that I need. Okay, let's see how I do with the mouse. I think I like the 8 placer, you know, a little more than 9. Um, that's just me. So it's yeah, I kind of like the 8. I think the 10 and 9, and even the 10 would probably be a little too long for me. I can turn this back around. Turn this back around. This way. That way my trace is. And I think this is the pin that I'll continue to use the 8 placer in, because it's a little, the pin is light, um, so it balances out the, the size of the placer, because the placer is a little heavy. What's wrong? Huh? Oh. camera. Okay, it's coming back. It's coming along nice, guys. Ooh. Let me turn the light off. So you see. You see what I've gotten done. And all up here. It's really looking nice. I still got to finish Big Bird's eyes here. In this blue. And then we'll be done for this week on this one. Starting Tuesday again, next week, we'll be working on King's Path for Ticket to Ride. I'm not as far along on him as I wanted to really be, but I'm okay with my progress. But that is also a square, and it's only my second big square I've done. Well, I haven't even finished the first big square. I'm still learning squares, guys. It's still a learning curve for me on squares. But I've mostly done rounds and special drills, special shapes. canvases. So like I say, you have to take baby steps. You can't just go full force run into something and think you're going to be able to master it. I mean, yeah, there are people that can do that. I'm not going to say there's not. Um, there are people that can jump right on in and master, you know, master it in no time. Um, but then there's those of us that, you know, we don't learn that as quick that way. I mean, I learned easy to the multi-placers, and I found that this is the pin for my 8 placer, my 9 placer. It works good for me, so they'll stay in this pin. I have my 5 in a single, and this one, um, this is a 6 and a bent angle. This is for I keep this one for doing ABs. Um, so that one only gets the standard wax that comes with our kits. This one has a how many 6 placers do I freaking have? This is a 6 and a square tip single placer, so I use that sometimes. Um, this is a single placer. I think this is a DAC placer actually. Bent angle and a 4 placer. Um, this is my Tia pin. I won this last year from her event. This is a 7 and a straightener. I got this one from Witch Goddess as well. It came with this one. This is my 3 and my 2 placer. See, this pin, I have a DSC placer and a single, normal regular single placer. This came from Mindy's Diamond Moment. I just got 2 regular single placers in that right now. And then this one's from Craft Pack Canada. And this has got the 10 placer and a 4 placer. Yeah, 4 placer. And then, of course, I have my little wax pencil here. And then I have some other wax pencils and stuff in there as well. So I've always got my choice of pins and tips. So yeah, that works really good now. And the way I have my desk set up now, it's really easy to grab any of my diamond painting supplies that I need. They're all within fingertip reach, basically. All my spares are up here on my desk now. A lot of my special drills are up here on my desk. I still have. No. I'm at a loss for words on what I was trying to figure out. I have a suitcase over there that's got special drills in it, and I also have a suitcase over there that actually has my spare squares, which I don't have a lot of spare squares, so that's why they're in there for right now. Eventually, Mom has talked about getting me more storage because I love these Art Dot Tic Tac storage, and I have a 9-piece She got me, I think that was a Christmas present. And then I won a gift card from Color and Chat with Joanna for Amazon. And I got me a 4-piece one and added to the 9. So that now I have every, I have a container for every DMC in rounds. And I want to eventually do that for squares as well. And then any overage, I have I have a little baggie caddy, that I call it. It's just a Tupperware container. Um, that I write the name on the bag, and that goes in there. And if I need to pull from my, my storage, if it's a full one, um, then I'll check the um, overflow drills and pull from there or add it to there if I'm kitting down. That's my storage with those. Um, so eventually, I have a canvas that I got from the lovely Miss Berta, and I am going to eventually use my spares on that canvas. I'm just going to sit down with my spares, and I'm going to just go with the flow on the canvas. So, and that'll let me practice with my multi-placing as well, and just create a flow as well. And just let my mind say, hey, I'm going to do this with this, and I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put that there, and then, oh, this would look good here. That's my take on how I do things. Somebody's not in the pool. Do what, Mama? Oh, because it's either your weather updates or one of your games or Facebook. I got that back in line. That's the thing, when you can sit down and you can clean the canvas. You just let I just sit down with the canvas and I just stare at it and let my brain, the first place my eye goes to on the canvas, I'm like, well, that must be where I'm seeing, that's what interests me. So what could I do? What could I use to bling that area? Then, and that's how I do that. And that's what I did with King's Path. When I sat down, I immediately, the big lion's eyes, my eye just went straight to them. So I knew I wanted to bring attention to his eyes. So what I have done is, it's a square, so I used S for S garnet in his eyes. he has red SRS garnet in his eyes. And then my eye went towards the little stars, which represent little stars in the sky. And I totally have changed that. That was one of the ABs in the canvas. I totally scrapped that AB, and I have totally made that all glow in the dark. So that is going to be just phenomenal. And I'm also going to put glow in the dark, I think, into the lions, in the glow around the lions as well. I may have actually put some glow in the dark in his eyes too. I may have. I know I'm going to put some glow in the dark, I think, in his muzzle as well. That's my way of sitting down and blinging. I know other people have their own ways they do it. But that's just how my mind works. I'll sit down, and then what I'll do is if I figure out the bling I want to use, I'll get that bling out and I'll lay a couple on top of the plastic of the canvas, and I'll lay them in that area and look at it and see if it actually, if I get the vibe that I want. But if not, then I try something else. And that's the thing. If you put bling down and you don't like how it turned out, you can always pick it back off and try something different, or just do it as it's charted. That's the thing about adding bling in new canvases. You can play around and change it, And the thing is, as you're going along too, you might sit down with your canvas and you bling. Okay, you say you want bling, but this is what you're changing. But as you're going along, you're like, oh wait a minute, this could work here. You can actually make changes as you go along as well. So that's the cool part about blinging a canvas to me. This way a little bit. Yeah, so that's my thought process on that. How I do it, and then I keep a chart as well. I make a chart. So you got the schematic on your thing, but I also will make a chart with the number, symbol, the DMC, and if I'm changing the DMC, I have a column for that as well. And this is just for my reference, because sometimes on bigger canvases I have it rolled up, so I can't always see the chart. So I always have this, and then I knew where I was changing this, so I didn't have to write it out. And then, like, if I have any extra space, I'll write out the area that I'm changing, or right here, I'll write out the area that I'm changing as well, and everything. So, or I'll write that in a tablet. I do have a notebook. It all keeps I keep notes in and stuff as well. That's my process of doing that. But like I said, it I've adapted my that to me for me. Um, but that's not saying that that would work for you, or some of what I do could work for you, and you can take that concept and tweak it to work for you. That's the thing. Um, like people go like, "Oh, you're copycat." I'm like, no, it's not copycat. It's I just took an idea and made it work for me. You know, I might have made it, tweaked it, and or it's just because someone does it this way and you do it that way does not mean you're copycatting that person. It's just that's how you do what you're doing. you know, just like there are tons of like this is one pin creator. Um, this was another pin creator, and totally another pin creator. Um, and this was a pin creator, another pin creator, and another pin creator. So that's like what, two, four, six different pin creators right there, right? Yeah, no, seven different pin creators. You know, same thing with trays. There are multiple tray creators and putty creators and wax creators and cover minder creators. You know, there is enough space on the internet for us all to do something. I mean, I have putties from ton and waxes from different people. I have trays. I have cover minders. I have pins. I have specialty drills from like 4 or 5 different people. You know, does that mean one's better over the other? No, they're all good in their own way. You know, they're all good in their own way. They all make something that we all love, and um, you know, I mean, none of my trees are similar to each other. So everybody has their own way of making my pins. All my pins are different. Yeah, I got two different. I got a couple that are hand turned. I got some that are polymer. Um, I have some. I think these are acrylic, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I have 3D printed ones. You know, I have 3D printed trees out the yin yang. I love all my trees. Um, and I have my little art. These are my little art dot trays. These are cute. I use these as trash trays. Um, that's what I use these. I found that I use these for. I don't use these to diamond paint. I use these as trash trays. So that's what they have. That's what they have become for me. These little trash trays. So. I mean, we have tons of storage solutions. You know, um, ways to make your storage better. You know, so there's a genre for all the different types of tools that we need, and more than one. And same thing with the diamond paintings. You got the different diamond painting companies. You know, um, And that's the thing that gets me is there are some of those. I'm not going to name a name, but there is a diamond painting company out there that likes to bully the smaller diamond painting companies. Um, and if you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say on that situation. But, you know, we all have our own minds, our own opinions. You know, we should be able to buy or use whoever's product we want without the fear of being bullied because, oh, it's a budget friendly. It's not, it's not a blah, 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 blah. It's not licensed. Okay. All of us started out with Amazon canvases, Wish, AliExpress, you know? But see, I am the type that if I'm going to go buy a canvas, if I'm not buying it from like Dreamer, um, Miss Pam, Miss Debbie Day, Bella, Jamie Nicole, I'm sorry if I butchered it. Was it Bella's Diamonds? Or in April's Outpost, Craftably, you know, even with the budget friendly ones like Fan Sales and GBFKE, I do my research. Okay, so I know all those first ones I named, they all have licensed artwork. I know Miss Rose Profit has licensed artwork, and I so want one of her dragons. One of these days, I'm getting my painting from Australia, and I'm getting my painting from the UK. Uh, from Diamond Painted Fanatics. I want one of. There's one I want from Travis Gets Creative. But with the budget friendlies, when I go to a budget friendly site to buy a painting, I do a reverse image lookup of that painting. Okay, if I feel like this could be, it kind of looks Hannah Lynn-ish. Because I have seen a lot of those big eyed girl ones, and like Hannah Lynn and them do. So I'll do a reverse lookup and see if it comes back to an artist. But if I feel like sketched about it, like it's not coming back, but still I get that vibe like it's stolen art, I just don't buy it. If I think it looks like a Randall Spangler, I don't buy it. Because me and my mom have our eyes on a Randall Spangler, the one with the fireflies. Um, I want that one, I think I could get that off of the DAC on Amazon, but it's going to be smaller, and I want the full version. But I know the DAC does sell smaller versions of their paintings on Amazon on their storefront. Um, but if I feel like even when I'm looking on Amazon, um, there's a couple paintings that I did them, but I never showed them online because once I got them and I sat there and I was looking at them, I'm like, that looks too much like stolen art. So I just didn't do it on my channel. I did the painting. I still have the paintings, but I just didn't, But we all started out buying from AliExpress and Wish and those type sites and Amazon. And I'm not gonna lie, I still buy from Amazon. I still have my budget prints. And most I've been gifted tons of paintings from Amazon, or I've gotten PayPal cash from doing surveys online or playing. I have a game site I play called Rewards Play. And I've earned gift cards, Amazon gift cards. So hey, I've gotten a lot of my diamond painting stuff by you know, either A, it's been gifted to me, or I know my camera kicked out, guys. I'm waiting for it to see if it's going to kick back in. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, no. Okay. They had an error. Okay. Give me a second, guys. You know, so I thought I gotten a lot, or I won diamond paintings. I actually reached out to one company and they sent me a diamond painting to review. I haven't done that yet. I'm waiting for a special event to do that one. Um, just because that one has I love eyes. I love pictures of eyes, and it's called Gateway to the Soul. It's from Craft Pack Canada, and yeah, it's just gorgeous painting. Thank you. No. Hamburger on a plate with some the rest. We were going to do the rest of the waffle fries. Just that on the side with a mustard on my burgers. Oh no! Wait a minute. I don't want mustard. I got relish. I don't know. I'll make that decision by the time you cook them. Oh, go for it. Whatever you need to do, guys. I'm trying to get the camera back. Yeah, it's. Uh, okay, hold on. I need to get the just to mute, and I can't get my finger in there. Thank you. Oh, it's a time, y'all. It's a time. It's a time. I'm almost finished. And technical difficulties want to start. But yeah, so like I was saying, we've all started out with, working that. And, you know, Love and Sparkles brought up a good point in her live. Yes, was it yesterday? I think she was live. That you can go to Hade, have an Earth Design, and look up if you think that image is a stolen art, look up that image, and see if they have the pattern on Heaven and Earth Design. And then, it should be okay to do it if you want to do it on live. Because then you'll own that pattern, so what's the difference of doing, like she said, of doing it the way that you do a Heaven and Earth, it's then putting it already down on a printed canvas, and you have the pattern for it. You know. Oh, that freaking hurt! I just hit my toe. That hurt yesterday. Oh, it had stopped throbbing while I was sitting here. Now I hit it on my stand under the desk. Oh God! Oh, why is it when you do something like that That's the only injury you can the places you can hit. Oh, so almost finished here, guys. And it's only took me almost, well, it may be close to 4 hours when I get finished here to do, let's see, a 6x6 section here. I'd say maybe do a, two 6x6 and two 4x6 sections. What I think it would add up to. Yeah, so that, but like I say, I do my research before I go to buy a painting from like a budget friendly. I do a reverse image lookup, or an image lookup, and you know, if it leads back to an artist, then yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm not. Now, then I'll go see is that artist released this image to public domain? Because Jasmine Beckett Griffith, or JBG as we call her, she released, what was it, over 600? I don't know why that did that, guys. Why is this one? Thank you. I think it was like she released like 600 of her images to public domain. And if I'm not mistaken, Winnie the Pooh, I think, was supposed to go to public domain. I think Steamboat Willie, which was the original Mickey Mouse, for those that don't know. I think he was supposed to go to public domain. So, you can look up and find out, hey, is this artist work public domain? And if it is, then anybody has the right to use it. So I also look at that too when I with anything, any image, or like if I'm doing an image for my my green screen, or in the Sesame Street image I'm using here is actually an image that's been cropped and redone. So it actually is a picture of a actual background that you can buy for photography. Um, it's a actual picture of a backdrop that you can buy for photography. So we're just going to leave that right there. I'm going to move that over. You can see where I'm working at. Um, so, and it's the same way with music and, for your videos and all as well, you know. So you just got to do your research um, a lot of times. And, if you have that feeling like, this could be, I'm not 100% sure, then a lot of times if I'm not 100% sure, I don't use it. Um, or I don't buy it. If I feel sketched about it, I'm not going to buy it. It's just the way cookie crumbles, I guess. Just gonna say, don't line up right here. Um, but yeah, that's how I go. That's my reasoning and thinking on stuff like that. You know, if I feel like something's not 100% here on it, let me do a image lookup. Okay. Okay. So this is by this art. It's originally by this art, but like yeah, that's stolen art. Um, I'm not going to. I'm not going to, buy that. I'm just going to buy kind of stuff. And sometimes I won't even buy from that seller if they have a lot of stolen art on their, if one piece. I can understand one picture, um, you know, but if you got like multiple pictures, then yeah, I'm not going to trust buying from you. Um, I'm all for the artist getting paid, getting compensated. But we can't, not all of us can afford to buy licensed artwork. Um, you know, so we have, our only option is the budget friendly companies. But more policing needs to be done about stolen artwork on these budget friendly companies. I mean, but over in China and all that, they don't have the governing license like we do here on artwork and stuff, or um, is it called intellectual property or something like? I think it's how it's phrased. Um, so to them, they're not stealing anybody's artwork. You know, um, but I know in America, and I know a lot of other countries, um, it's considered stolen artwork. Almost. Last little section for this week. but everybody has, you gotta use your own judgment when it comes to that. But there are a lot of artists that have released a lot of their older images to public domain, um, which means that anybody can use that image. Or same thing with music. If it's been released to public domain, then anybody can use it without having to give credit to the um, artist. Get yourselves lined up. Where you're supposed to be. Oh, I hate when I get that when it does that. With her, who knows, Mama? those those alpha cats are trips. They are trippy trips. Mm. And stubborn. Oh my God, are those two outside cats stubborn? Mom was talking to one of them the other day, and he was just ignoring her, just sitting there ignoring her. And you could tell that he knew she was talking to him because the way he was sitting and acting, he was just ignoring. Like, I'm doing my own thing. You can't tell me what to do. He's about 3, I think. He's either 2 or 3. Yeah, might be 3. So, he's a spunky little thing. It's pretty though. So I'm putting in the last few rounds here, guys. Last, you can see. So you can see the little section that's not done in here. That's all we have left on this section for today. I'm actually liking using this 8-placer for this on this pin. I'm going to say it's really light in your hand. And when you got a heavier multi-placer, because the bigger these multi-placers go, these metal ones, the heavier they feel when you got them in your pin. So, last few going in. This section is done. And we are done for this week, guys. Yep. Let's raise this up so you can see. And take this off. And this is what we have. We've done this whole section here. And we've done half a Big Bird's face and his neck, part of Oscar's face, got the whole corner done over here. So when we come back working on this next week, we'll finish off Big Bird's head. We'll be starting on Cookie and Abby Cadabby as well next week. And probably the top of Grover. Because I have 5 sections left, so I will probably do these 2 sections both next week. Now that'll be next Thursday, because next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, we'll be doing a King's Path. For Ticket to Ride. To get some more done on him, and then we'll go from there. I might actually sit down this weekend though, guys, and actually finish out working on We're All Mad Here, considering I only have 2 squares left on there. So, but I cannot work no more right now. I feel myself getting sleepy, and I know when that happens, it's time for me to quit. So that's usually when I make my mistakes, is when I get sleepy. But I'm happy with, oh wow, we went 4 hours today, okay. I didn't realize I was here that. I guess because usually on Thursdays, I know Joanna goes live, so I usually end it around 3:34 o'clock our time, because me and Joanna are in the same time zone. But where she's not feeling good, she didn't go live today. So there was no live at 5, but that's okay. There we go. Just trying to straighten up as we go, guys. But yeah. So let's close this. Just put it in there. It's back on the shelf. Like I say, everything, I have a place. I just turned it on. Hold on. So, I will give you guys a look at how I have things set up here in a second. Let me get my release paper boxes fixed. Uh-huh. Oh, that'll work, yeah. Yeah. It works however you want to do it. Okay. So, let's, if you guys want to see a tour of my desk area and how I have everything set up, just let me know. I will do that. But until then, I hope everybody has a good week, rest of their week, and weekend. I'll see a lot of you guys. I know in Nix's live Saturday, Miss Nixie Poo is back. I know we all have missed her, but she needed a well-deserved vacation, and I'm glad she got that. And yeah, so we'll see each other around on these YouTube streets, as they say. And until then, I hope you all have a good day, good night, good evening, good week, good weekend. I love you guys.